Okay, honorable members of the media, my name is Jacob Ngwele Mvengei. I'm the clerk of the County Assembly of Nairobi. I've been the clerk of this assembly. I'm the one who started the assembly in 2013, and I've been a clerk since then. Of course, you are aware that we've been having issues here regarding the status of my employment, and that there have been an argument advanced by the speaker that I was irregularly recruited and that I'm illegally in office. After that issue was, the speaker directed the matter to the ethics and anti-corruption. The ethics and anti-corruption investigated my recruitment for the last 7 months, and they have issued a letter dated 1st July saying that my employment was proper and there was no irregularity about it. Of course, when I was aware about the attempts, this issue about my recruitment was an attempt to remove me from office illegally, I went to court. I filed a case that is employment case number 194 of 2019, whereby there was a consent order which was recorded that I resume my duties within the case. The case is still in court, and after the case, we have had many orders which have been issued by the court telling the parties to obey the court orders. Of course, I've not been given access to my offices, despite the court orders directing that I resume my duties. I've had challenges resuming my duties, and it has caused a lot of problems to the members and the smooth running of the assembly. And after the letter from the EACC and the letter from the Central Bank reinstating my mandates, the members today called me as their servant to come back to work so that I can serve them. So I've come here today to serve the members whom I'm the CEO. I'm supposed to deliver services to this assembly. So I've come back to work today to continue delivering services. What I'm asking is that we live under the rule of laws in this country. If one person came back to work as a result of orders issued by the employment court, the same orders, the last time we were in court was on 20th July, the court stated status quo maintained. Status quo maintained means I'm still the clerk of the assembly as we resolve the matter in court. So the court has already decided the same. The court has also given orders that the police to provide me with protection and escort me to work. So those are the orders of the court. And the Central Bank, again, has given a letter and said that I'm the sole signatory of the County Assembly CBK accounts. So I've come here today to pay members their salaries and to pay the suppliers. Right now, as we speak, we have amounts pending 189 million shillings at the Central Bank, which have not been paid because I've not been able to access this computer. This is the computer which makes the payments. I've been denied access to my office, and I thank my members for calling me back and standing with me, and I'm ready to serve the members of the County Assembly. Thank you. The police were here, their attempts here to get me out of office. There's a court order here which I served the police saying, the police to ensure that I have unhindered access to the office and I'm given protection when I'm in office. I've not been able to get that protection, and that's why my members here decided themselves to, since I'm their servant, I come here and then they'll provide. So what I'm asking is, we're having challenges of security because it means that it appears there are some quarters which are swinging the police to come into the dispute. But there's this one, the orders are very clear to the police that they provide me with security and to ensure that when I'm in office, I have unhindered access and I'm protected here. So it's not good for the members of the County Assembly to provide themselves security to their clerk. So that is where we're asking there, and those are the issues we're trying to resolve. We have given the police all the court orders, and we have told them that the matter is in court, and the court has not decided otherwise on my employment.
Clerk, while you are away, some appointments have been made. Some people are not occupying your office. I don't know what's your take on that.
There is a specific court order here, dated 25th November. The court barred anybody from acting as a clerk. From the 25th November, the court, I'll give you the order, that in the interim, the decision of the second and fourth respondent purporting to appoint Monica Mudhami or any other person as acting clerk is hereby suspended. So there have never been a vacancy in the office of the clerk since I went to the court. I've just been barred physically from accessing here.
But my question is, since you left, who have been paying the members' salaries? And then I'm seeing that you're just sitting in office written vice chair of the board. where is your physical office?
This is my physical office. Yes, yeah. This has been my office since 2013.
Okay.
Yes.
And then from what has been happening, are you feeling safe? Are you threatened, or how do you feel?
With my members, I'm feeling safe because the clerk serves the members of the county assembly. The only challenge is that what we're asking is that we want unity in the assembly. We want all of us to work together as a house. The staff, the members, and the speaker, we work together so that we can deliver services. So what I'm asking is that we should not, if there are orders in court and the matters are in court, let us resolve the matters in court. But let's not try to use our muscles and connections to try to throw somebody to defeat the court orders.
So the issue of payments, who have been taking this?
I've been paying when I'm outside. I've been trying to go to other assemblies. I pay from the outside. But now the central bank, now there were interferences. There were orders which wanted to remove me from the central bank account. But the court stopped those orders. So the issues of payments has been resolved. I'm now the signatory of the account.
So I can see your employees, the staff outside.
Yeah.
Locked outside. I don't know what maybe your comment on that.
I don't know what happened because when they came to court, to office today, there were orders which were directed all the staff to go home. I don't know, but we put order back. We have come here with the members. Members want services. Yes.
Your message of hope was to Elachi. Will you beg for a cup of tea, or will you welcome?
The assembly has got offices. There is offices of a member of county assembly. There's offices of the leaders of the assembly. There's office of the clerk and office of the speaker. We can only work in harmony when we all respect each other's office. That is the only way.
Then lastly, there was an advertisement placed about replacing the
Yes. Yes.
It has been and then we are aware.
Where were you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an advertisement they placed.
Yeah.
Advertising for the position of the
It has been answered.
The advertisement is illegal because the last court order, it says status quo maintain. Status quo means the clerk, still the person who was acting as a clerk, continues to discharge the functions of the clerk. Yes.
Representing Waithaka Ward, and we are here today as all members of this county assembly in solidarity with the clerk. The clerk has been kept out of office for the last 8 months by Elachi, and we are hereby saying that Honorable Beatrice Elachi is the Speaker of the County Assembly. She is here courtesy of a court order. The clerk is Jacob Ngwele, and he's here courtesy of a court order. Honorable Beatrice Elachi has been keeping Ngwele out, which has resulted in hindering our core mandate of oversight, because we don't even get our salaries on time. We get intimidated all the time. And as you can see, even you, members of the fourth estate, you've come here under very strict conditions, not even strict, even unfair, because she is selective to which media comes to this house. So, as a member of this assembly, I would like to say that we are tired, and we are telling Honorable Beatrice Elachi, who we elected, that time is up. She will either shape up or ship out. We are no longer going to joke. She has put this assembly through 18 court orders, 18, and putting lawyers to defend this assembly, who are her friends. And as you have heard the clerk saying, this assembly is in debt to the tune of hundreds of millions. And we are saying enough is enough. We are also saying that she has converted this assembly into a Zoom assembly, a software that we have not even procured as an assembly. So it is not even possible. She will only select her friends to be in a Zoom meeting and pass things as the assembly. And it is important to note that we do not have a COVID case in this assembly. And I have heard her on live TV talking about COVID-19 and how she's going to close the assembly and members are going to be operating via social media. I would like to remind her that the Senate is on, members are in the Senate, Parliament is on, members are in Parliament. All the 47 county assemblies, with the exception of, I think, Nyandarua, which had a COVID case, are still on. Nairobi is not an exception. We'd also like to affirm, as members of this assembly, that we support His Excellency Governor Mike Sonko to the hilt. We also support the Nairobi Metropolitan Service to the hilt, being a project of the President. And I've also heard her talking about the public, Mr. Kinyua, that she has given her a directive to close this assembly. And I would like to tell her that the days of name dropping the names of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, dropping the names of His Excellency the President and senior government officers are over. She needs to respect this assembly. She has been on record as disrespecting even the party, Jubilee Party, which sponsored her to be the speaker, and said that she needs to talk directly to the president, an insult that we have never had. We did not hear that when the Jubilee Party purged on the Senate or the Parliament. So we are asking her, Ngwele is a clerk, Ngwele is not going anywhere, and Ngwele is here to stay. Exactly. And we are saying that as the whole assembly of Nairobi County. Thank you.
What?
Yes.
They are here. They are here. 1, 2, 3. How many do you want? If it is 1, there are over 30.
I would like to say something very. I want to say something very briefly.
In court, they gave me 45 days to recruit a clerk, following procedures that were supposed to be followed. We have followed those procedures, and we have recruited a clerk. And the board was at Windsor the whole of this weekend with very senior people who were part of the panel. We had a member from the Ministry of Devolution, a member from Commission of Higher Education, a member from the IHRM Council member, and a member from SCAN Group, plus our 4 board members, and the chair at that time was Dr. Fatuma Adan, who is also a member of the board, but also the 2 public members that we have are the ones who deal with the welfare of staff, so that we do not politicize the public service that we have, the members of staff that we have through public service. And therefore, I want to thank them. Today, we shall be tabling the report by merit. Since all the board members were there, I was not part of it, because I am the one who has been taken to court, and therefore it would have come out maliciously that I am maliciously removing someone. But I want to also say, I know I've seen 4-on-1s that Jacob Ngwele has come as a visitor. He's no longer the clerk. He has no orders to hold to say he's the clerk of Nairobi County Assembly. He is not even supposed to derail and bring in the issue of Central Bank. We are in court. Central Bank agreed with us, and they said by the time we finalize recruiting the clerk, we need to go back to court and now tell Central Bank who is our clerk. So I don't want to say much. I think I have stayed here with a lot of intimidation. And I knew this week, I was told, if you don't take number 3 on the list, or number 4 or 5, they will come and bring well. Now I want to say this. This is a process even I wrote to EACC, to the CEO himself, to Alib. And I told him we are going to bring reforms within the human resource of the County Assembly of Nairobi. And he also gave me 3 months to finalize the process. And therefore, I have never seen a team that can really refuse their own report when they were part of the process. And therefore, for us as the board, we are going by merit, by who is number 1. And number 1 on the list, and I will share the report with you, and I can share even how they were rated, is one Edward Gishana Abwori, who got 79.13. Number 2 was Gad Otieno Awundo, who got 69.63. Number 3 was Sami Kiplimo Kipto, who got 66 points. Number 4 was Gige David Gitau, who got 60 points. Number 5 was Mbugwa Kabiro Crispin, who got 60 points. Number 6, Evans Makori Ombangi, who got 56 points. Number 7, Joseph Lemakat, who got 54.25, and number 8, Ibrahim Ali Leruk, who got 50.75. There were 3 who did not appear, but they had been shortlisted. I want to say this process of the clerk must be very transparent, because it's a process that we go through the courts. And I want to tell the honorable members, we cannot, as an institution, come and play the politics because you want number 4, number 5, and you are not telling us reasons why, or number 3, why number 1 is wrong, why number 2 is wrong, yet they have performed well. In fact, they have more than 10 marks going up. So I want to plead that let us respect court, what the court has said. Let us finalize. Let us stop this intimidation, because you have done this. You are not taking the person they want. Now they come and intimidate. They come and force things. It is wrong. And I want to tell Kenyans, I want to thank them, that indeed I have stood with many things firm, not because I would love, but because of the integrity of this institution. And for me, the day I would leave, I need to leave an institution that moves in a correct manner. Therefore, I want to tell one Jacob Ngwele, you are in an office in the assembly as a visitor. You need to be leaving. First of all, they've come, jumped on top of the gate, completely disregarding the issue of COVID, which is very wrong. And I want to tell them it is wrong. When we decided and we followed what the head of public service told us, that we must start going virtual. I announced to them, and I read very well, let us leave the assembly because of COVID, let us go virtual, and let us try and protect ourselves and follow the regulations of the Ministry of Health. But today they came, jumped on top of the gate, decided to open, bring in people. They have disregarded completely those rules. And I want to say, these games we are playing, this is a matter in court. I will be questioned in court. No politician will be in court. It is the chair of the board who will be in court, and the chair who chaired the panel at Windsor. And we shall also put those who helped us to do this. Their names are very critical. These are people who have kept their names, people who protect their names, who do things with integrity. Let us not destroy the names of those institutions. They gave us in good faith, and we must respect. The quorum of the board is 3. If 4 board members were in the panel, there's nothing different you can bring back to the board. You were supposed to clear everything at that time because you had a full board with you in the same panel. So we can't come and disregard our own report. It will be wrong. We will be questioned by EACC, which I don't want, and therefore I will do what is right. If anyone feels I am doing wrong, to take in merit what is number 1, then they have a right also to go and fight it in court. But for us, we must do what is rightful for this institution and the prosperity of this institution. I just want to thank you and say that 411 of saying Jacob Ngwele is our clerk, he's no longer, and he's no longer even at Central Bank. Central Bank have their orders from court. They know all orders were stayed. And when all orders are stayed, you cannot come and claim any order. Even as we are claiming none. That is why we must do things in the right way so that we go back to Central Bank with the right clerk. So I want to thank you, and let us stay safe. I think now is when we are realizing COVID is there. I just want to tell every Kenyan, let us stay safe. It is the cold season. Stay warm. Let us respect the rules we are being given. And I want to thank the President and the Prime Minister for giving me the opportunity to serve. I know it's a difficult task, but I want to thank also the honorable members who have supported me. Most of them have stood. Most of them have said, let us follow merit. And therefore, this afternoon, they will be in virtual. We have finished our house business and we have agreed we are tabling the report as it came from Windsor, which was a report with board members, and the vice chair was there, and therefore we will take as per merit whoever has won will be the clerk of the County Assembly of Nairobi going forward. I want to thank you.